Okay, so first thing, which hopefully you're pretty familiar with now, is can you introduce yourself?
My name is Sibel. I work for the Scratch That magazine under the production and the Zine team.
I'm Lily. I'm a third-year drama student here at QUT and I am an avid zine reader.
I'm Dr. Owen Wilson. I'm a lecturer in creative writing here at the Queensland University of Technology. I'm also a novelist. Written 3 novels and love fiction. It's my main game.
Scratch That magazine is a student-run publication done under QUT, and we publish students' works and creative works from all throughout the university. A zine is essentially a self-published magazine that includes the more visual elements as opposed to published articles and reviews.
I like to read all kinds of zines, mainly science fiction based. I've always been a huge science fiction and fantasy fan. Any zine that sort of connects me with my people and shares similar interests with me, I'm all about.
They're just a kind of a tradition in publishing that's existed for many decades now, like an underground kind of handmade guerrilla type publishing activity that young people and old people and all of us like to get involved in. They are a lot of fun most of the time.
How easy is it to make a zine?
It is not easy to make a zine.
I think one of the things about zines is that you don't really have to put any effort into them. I don't think zine readers expect much effort into their zines. I remember when I was an undergraduate back in about 1993, the zine on my campus was made with photocopiers, and they were just like little photocopied booklets.
Each page is a different artist or a different creative's work, and then you have to work within that and work to their aesthetics or their vibes that they're going for within their story or their artwork, and you have to exemplify that and bring that out on the page.
I think the intended audience changes with each zine. It's very specific to who makes it and what they are trying to express. You create what you want to create and you hope to find an audience, and you more than likely will.
Zines give you a lot of freedom. You don't really have sponsors or marketers or anyone like that breathing down your throat. They're made on a really small budget. They can be a lot more offensive if they want to be, or they can be a lot more outrageous in any way they want to be.
Zines are amazing, especially for Scratch That as well. We have so many different people from drama, people from music, people from film, and artists and creative writers. We all work together to make something that represents all of us. And I think it's something really special and really important. I think zines represent artists and creatives in a very genuine, in a very real way.
Zines are definitely much more personal and much more relatable, I think, than big formal magazines and the traditional journals and things like that around Australia.
You can include anything into a zine. You've got links, you've got QR codes to Spotify, you have podcasts that are promoted through the zine. Of course, you have visual art, and you have poetry, non-fiction, fiction, stories.
This kind of complicated production process is always going to be transdisciplinary. So it's really valuable to be good at collaboration. It's really valuable to be a good team member. Zines really help you to learn how to do that, and they will test those skills, in ways that other sorts of production won't.
Obviously, there are a lot of disciplines that go into making a zine. As a reader of zines and also as a creative, I think it's important to see transdisciplinarity in the content that you are creating and consuming. Only way the arts industry has a future is if we all learn and collaborate together.
People get together with all sorts of different skill sets. They bring their skill sets with them, and then they fashion a zine out of those skill sets. So if you're really good at a certain kind of thing, then your zine is probably going to feature a lot of that and focus on that
anyone can be an artist. Everyone is an artist. Everyone expresses themselves in some way. It's nice to have something physical that you get excited for and you don't have immediate access to.
What's something you would say to someone who's never read a zine before?
Go do it. I think zines are amazing, and it's a really good way to get involved in your community of artists.
As a lover of zines, I would say to people who are considering or have never picked up a zine before to just try it, see if you like it. I guarantee you'll find something for you.
If you're not reading zines, then you're missing out on one of the most interesting parts of publishing culture in Australia. The handmade personal object that you can hold and you can flick through. I think that has a place more than ever now, and zines really fulfill that role just beautifully.